Thank you all for being here. My intention for this presentation is to share with you something that's very profoundly important for myself. I hope that I will trigger curiosity in each and one of you and hopefully make an impact in your lives. I invite you to imagine that anything is possible. Firstly, let's do a little thought experiment. There's no right answer, no need to be clever. I just want you to be honest with yourself and see where this goes. Just listen from within and let your mind wander. So please, everyone, please close your eyes. Imagine 1 year from now, what's changed for the better in your own life? What's that one thing you've accomplished that you're proud of 1 year from now? What does your day look like now that this is part of your new reality? And how do you feel that this has come true for yourself? What's that small step that you took recently or soon to come that started this whole thing to convert for yourself? Take a moment. Let the images come in, the ideas come in. Now ask yourself, with true honesty, are there too many ideas? Is it confusing? Or is doubt there? Doubting yourself, judging yourself, or criticizing all those ideas that come to mind? Or did your mind go blank, like nothing? White page, I'm not seeing anything, white noise. If you answered to any of those were the voices that froze your imagination. We've been conditioned by everyone around us with these types of things, and we so believe in them that we recite them for ourselves. Talk about powerful conditioning. Be realistic. That's not how the world works. Grow up. That'll never happen to you. What do you think you are? Some kind of superstar? You're dreaming too big, and that's impossible. Basically, all those are there as friction and resistance to your growth. Imagination isn't make-believe. It's actually how we begin to make it real for ourselves. When you get deeply calm inside of yourself, we connect to something that's important to us. But when we can't connect to that imagination never left you. It just got quiet. I believe that the less we use it, imagination, the more we snooze it. Just like your alarm clock in the morning when you want to go to work. Oh, I want a few minutes more, I don't want to sleep. But the calmer we get, the clearer it gets when we actually do imagine something for ourselves. Then I asked myself, and probably you believe this, you see this too in society. Why do some people imagine more easily than others? I believe it's not about talent. It's mostly more about how much we value imagination, understanding what it is and how we use it. Makes a whole difference when you know how to use a tool. Imagination flows to where it's welcomed, trusted, and valued. And the more we practice it, the easier it gets. Practice makes perfect. Imagination is the language of a child's heart. I solemnly believe this. The faster you connect to your inner child and you get all that noise out, I invite you to remember being a child, imagining freely, creating without fear or doubt. We explored before we explained stuff. We tried, tested, and basically just went with it. Kids play, and through play, they invent. That's key. Let's return to wonder. Wonder. To play and imagining freely all together with the power of imagination. I believe bridging the gap is with imagination. Basically, imagination bridges what is and what could be. It rises from within, using memory, emotions, and lots of curiosity. And it reaches forward, shaping ideas, visions, and futures. Could be yours, could be somebody else's. This is from my own observation of how imagination occurs for me. I hope you can see something there for yourself. Imagine yourself having a telescope, and you have this power to foresee things in the future for yourself, which I call a possibility. Imagination sees what's possible, and in between, there's work. Sometimes a lot of work to get to where you want to go with that possibility. And every time we face a problem, if we work through it and we solve it through thinking, which is another tool, that dream, that possibility gets closer to us for our reach, and then we grasp it. Just like they say, carpe diem, seize the day. But there's a lot to do to seize that day. I spoke about two tools. There's the imagining and there's thinking. To think is about understanding what is to me. It's about analyzing, interpreting, solving based on facts from here. But to imagine is about exploring what could be. Dreaming, creating, or innovating beyond current limits, the status quo. Both are very important. But that imagination, that's the driving force to creating a world for yourself and for the good of all. There are 3 pillars to using imagination efficiently. There's the heart, which feeds on purpose and passion. There's the head. That's where knowledge, strategy, and thinking comes from. And there are the hands, where action and execution take control of what you're going to do. So all 3, heart, head, and hands, are needed to accomplish a world of possibilities. If one lacks, just too bad. All 3 are required. John Lennon had this amazing song, which is actually my grandmother's favorite song. He said, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one." There are so many dreamers that have impacted our world, our societies, leaders, thought leaders, entrepreneurs, artists. They connect to that imagination. But somewhere along the way, we began seeing imagination as a distraction rather than the cornerstone in realizing anything our hearts desire. William Arthur Ward once said, is quoted for, "If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. And if you can dream it, you can become it." Another famous person with something similar was Walt Disney. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Lots of these great creators connected to their heart and wished upon a star and put a lot of work into it. But it starts with imagination. So I ask you today, I invite you solemnly to imagine that anything is possible if you set your heart to it, your head to it, and your hands to it. As a famous, most brilliant mind of this world that ever walked the earth, Albert Einstein, he said, imagination is more important than knowledge, accumulating information. Because knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. If one of the brightest minds to ever walk the earth saw the importance of imagination, maybe we should stop and start imagining what the world could be for ourselves a little more. My name is Frank Lebel. I hope I inspired you to have a little bit more curiosity about what imagination could do for you, and I thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.